to go through the history, church history of the Sudan. And when we talk about the church history of the Sudan in context of what we know about Christianity, then it is very good for you to know that basically we are talking about the coming of the Catholics in the Sudan. Because the first missionaries actually who came to the Sudan were Catholics. And Christianity came to the Sudan very, very way back. Can be traced up to the 4th century, when just before Emperor Constantine came to be on the seat of the emperor in that world, Christianity was already coming to the Sudan. And basically it came from Egypt, because there were some Christians along in Egypt, because Egypt was part of the Roman Empire. And then because of religious persecution in those days, Christianity was persecuted before the coming of Emperor Constantine. So the religious persecution around Egypt made some of the Christians who were in Egypt to come southward, and therefore they entered the Sudan. And that's why I say we can trace that history as far as before Emperor Constantine came on power in the Roman Empire. That was when Christianity was already drifting, coming down to the south of Sudan. And of course, when Emperor Constantine came on power, of course, he made that declaration and giving liberty to Christians. So Christians were brought from their hiding places out. And this one, therefore, gave much more strength for many Christians to come to the Sudan. And the Sudan we are talking about here is actually not southern Sudan. We are talking about north. That means in history, way back before the 4th century, in the Sudan there was already Christianity. That means Sudan actually received some kind of Christianity very, very, very long time back. Now, we know in history that there was some times when there was Eastern Roman Empire and then the Western Roman Empire, when we do our church history. So, in the 6th century, when Justinian became the emperor in the Eastern Roman Empire, he therefore developed the interest of sending missionaries southward to the Sudan. And therefore, a couple, that is Justinian and his wife Theodora, these were, in the history of the Church of Sudan, they were the first people who sent missionaries to the Sudan. In fact, it was Theodora, the wife of Emperor Justinian, who sent Julian to come to Sudan with the gospel in the 6th century, which is very, very far away, I think. So, we find that somehow there was difference in faith in that family between Emperor Justinian and his wife Theodora. There was some slight difference in the belief, because nowadays in our families also there are those who are hyper-Calvinists and there are those who are those kind of things. So Theodora and her wife and her husband Justinian, they had the difference, and that difference was that if you go to the history, church history, you will find those differences. And therefore Theodora actually developed the interest as the wife of the Eastern Roman Empire emperor. She's the one who sent Julian to come to the Sudan with the gospel. And therefore, Julian came to the Sudan, which was the Nubian kingdom, way back in AD 540. That is when the first official missionary was sent to the Sudan, and that was Julian. So he was a Catholic missionary sent by the wife of the Eastern Roman Emperor, Theodora. And he came, he worked in the Nubia, establishing some kind of Christianity, and after some time, He went back. He was for 10 years only in that place. And he did some progress. After that progress, he went back. And then another priest came in 554 AD. In the history of the Sudan, church history of Sudan, we call him Longinus. He's also a Catholic priest. He came, and therefore he continued, because the story here is, because he was sent by a Roman emperor, he therefore went direct to the ruling part of the Sudan Nubian Empire. So Christianity was concentrated along the ruling people, the kings and all those kind of things. So he worked alongside the ruling system of the Nubian kingdom in the Sudan. And therefore the kingdom of the Nubians in the Sudan got the gospel first. That means Christianity in the Sudan, first of all, came through the ruling people. And that was in 554. Longinus worked very hard. And in 559, and the whole of the Nubian kingdom was already converted to Christianity. Nubian kingdom is because we have three ancient Christian kingdoms in the Sudan. The first one to be reached was the Nubian kingdom. The second one, which was reached also by Longinus, was the kingdom of Makuria. And then the third one also that was reached by the same missionary was the kingdom of Adwa, which is farther south. The current Soba, if you know the geography of the Sudan, the current Soba now was the last of the Sudan kingdom to be reached by the gospel by around 580. By 580, all the three kingdoms in the Sudan, which was known very well in that world, were already Christian kingdoms. That is Nubia in the north, the Makuria, and then the Adwa. By 580, Longinus, who was the missionary who followed Julian, made serious progress. He was able to, with the help of his men and his discipleship system, was able to Christianize all those three kingdoms, and therefore we already had the three ancient Sudani kingdoms by 580 AD. So that is that. And then, by the end of 580 AD, there was already churches in the Sudan. And as I said earlier, those were basically Catholic churches, because the Catholic missionaries came to the Sudan before everybody. Actually, the Anglicans came very late, very late. Therefore, by 580, as I said, they were already established Christian kingdom in the Sudan, comprising of the Nubia, the Makuria, and then the Adwa. Churches were already existing. Now, problem came in. That was 580. We know that in 641, Islam was already sweeping. Islam was at the high peak, progressing and moving and going and destroying, and therefore the Nubian kingdom, the ancient Christian kingdom, were at the target, the heart of the existence of the Christian kingdom in the Sudan. So, therefore, 641, Islam actually swept away the Byzantine Empire in Egypt. And when they swept away the Byzantine Empire in Egypt, they therefore consolidated and prepared to come and attack the Nubian, the three Christian kingdoms in the Sudan. And therefore, by 307, they made their first attack on the Nubian kingdom, 307 AD. And they made the attack. It was a very serious battle. There was resistance. They were pushed back. Again, they went and reorganized. They came back and they progressed. They moved up to the middle kingdom of Makuria. That was and they even reached up to the capital in Dongola. And they fought battles there, which the battles continued. It was hitting and repulsing for 10 years again. And after that, the Arabs, they are tricky and they are clever up to today in the Sudan. Therefore, they said, okay, these people are very difficult. I think what we do is let us sign a peace deal with them. Then they signed a peace agreement. That peace agreement lasted 600 years because of always when they find that you're difficult, They will try peace. And when they sign peace with you, the peace is all, they make sure they connect some other point that will loosen you at the end.